There. How's it? Yeah, it's supposed to be blue. There we go. That's probably better. Let's just check that. All right, the sound is coming in good over on YouTube. Wow, look at everyone in the chat. Holy crap. All right. Let's let's see here. Let's scroll up to the top here. We've got we have Old Man Bird. Hello. Yeah, Nemesis will be joining us. He's currently at work right now. He has been to Mexico. He has been to the part of Mexico we're talking about tonight. We're talking about a water park and the resort part of Mexico in the Yucatan Peninsula, the Cozumel, Playa del Carmen, the island of Cozumel, Playa del Carmen, which translates to Carmen's Beach, of course. And yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. Xel-Ha is a natural sort of cove inlet. It's really broken up. It's like Vancouver Island, really, with lots of little inlets and channels. And they made a giant outdoor natural water park out of it. So we're gonna take a look at that. And I don't mean like water slides and things like that. Like not like a Disneyland type of water park. It's more like a Mexican style natural park for snorkeling and all that sort of thing. And hi, I want to say hello to West Kegel. And I definitely want to say hello to Lemon Pie Citrus. Let's uke it up. Talk about the Yucatan. Absolutely. Well, this is my Mexican party shirt here with little geckos on it. And I got my Mexican sombrero. Now, this is actually from the West Coast, from Jalisco, but that's okay. It's Mexican. And Lemon Pie Citrus says, why is this going to start so late? Is Spidey engaged in drunken wrestling with deer, resulting in next week's venison stew? That's a good guess, but no. I used to go 10 o'clock all the time. And then just for the last couple of months, I've had to do it because of my schedule earlier. But I can now go back to the later times. And I also don't like streaming over my friends. And I know Tony Stark is usually still going to just about this time, and then he wraps it up. So that is why. And no, I was out. I was out at a buddy's sauna. Actually, I was helping him. We're gonna lift the sauna up and onto a trailer and move it tomorrow. So we're doing some heavy duty lifting. So we're checking out all of our straps and come alongs and measuring up and seeing how we have to reinforce it. And I want to say hello to Rusty Rivers. Excellent to hear that you have a second channel, and that is your new channel, Captain Rusty Rivers. Fantastic. All right, I put your link in the chat down here. And hello, Sashi. Hi, Sashi. The location of the Chicxul Chicxulub crater. I don't know how to pronounce that, Sashi. Yeah, and there I am. Let's see. Okay, so there's Rusty's new channel. Definitely support Rusty. He is. I mean, it's mainly dedicated to men's topics. He's trying to give some advice to men that are maybe struggling or finding a lack of motivation, and he does some cool things too. I know Rusty is a history expert, and he has a couple of well, he's an enthusiast. I don't know if he would call himself an expert, but he's done a couple of things like that, and the man can swing a sword. I'll tell you that. And yeah, I've already subbed. There you go. And I do want to say hello to Suzanne Eckstein. Hi. Thanks for being here, Suzanne. We're going to go to the Yucatan Peninsula. Let me just pull that up. Let's see. Let's so everyone knows exactly where we're talking about. Let's go to here. And or should I finish? No, you know what? Fuck, we'll finish saying hello to the chat because that's more polite. Yes, Carla Burton. Hello. Hey, Carla Burton. Excellent. Yeah, I've got Nemesis on tonight, but I'd love to have you on next week. And I think Tony Stark might be joining us, possibly. So if you're able to, Carla Burton, next week, I'd love to have you on. Sashi, hello. Welcome to you. I did say you again. And now we can hear you. Yeah, it's this new microphone, man. It's that little blue mute button. And DJ Play Nice. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Old Man Bird, hello and welcome to you. And yeah, Nemesis of Eden will be joining us. He's got to work, so he'll be joining us in probably 15 minutes or so. But there's no rush. We've got lots to look at until he gets here. Sashi says, will dinosaurs be consulted on the Yucatan Peninsula. It made a big impact on them. I don't have a laugh track, but I would play it if I did. That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty wicked shit, eh, Sashi? That's amazing. The Yucatan Peninsula is pretty um, unusual. It's on the east coast of Mexico, and it's sort of that little bit that sticks out. It's why it's called the peninsula, and it separates the Gulf of America with the Caribbean Sea. And on the Tulum side and the Cozumel side, that's the Caribbean Sea, and it's fantastic there. But the whole thing, it's very flat. It's very flat, and it's covered. It's tropical. It's humid as hell because you got water on both sides of it, right? Even though it's a few hundred miles across, it's still surrounded by water. It's humid as hell. It's tropical. It's lush. And it's sandy. Like there's sand and limestone everywhere. That's why you have all the under the ground. There's cenotes. There's caves that are filled with water that I've gone diving in, and I highly recommend it. And I've got a video of that, actually, several on my channel. And incredible scuba diving there. But it's all very flat and sandy and limestone base, and it's just like I'm on granite here now. Like a lot of Canada is just solid granite underneath us and slate and really solid mountainous rocks. And Yucatan it doesn't feel permanent, I guess is the weird way to describe it. It's just limestone and sand, man, you know. And was that a result? DJ Play Nice, you might know. Was that a result of the crater impact? I don't know. Sashi might have an idea. Or Old Man Bird's pretty knowledgeable about things like that too, so maybe he knows. DJ Play Nice says, make sure that your subscription is active and that your alert bell is set to all. Thank you for that. DJ Play Nice, you are one fine wrench who takes that very seriously, so thank you. Nemesis of Eden says, I'm almost home beyond shortly, Spidey. Nemesis, you take your time. You've been working all day. I know. Take your time. Pour yourself a nice beverage, coffee or a beer or whatever. Roll yourself something nice. Pack the bong, whatever. Wash up. Do whatever you do, man. I will wait until you get here, buddy. You don't worry about that. But I mean, wait before we get into anything crazy. But I do want to show some people where I'm talking about on the Yucatan Peninsula. If this is your first time watching, welcome in, says DJ Play Nice. Hope that you hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Yes, thank you for that, DJ Play Nice. I am trying to grow. I've got almost 550 subscribers, so we're doing okay. If we can get the watch hours up, then we might be monetized. You never know. Although they're still not going to control what I say. So we'll see how that, I doubt they will let me be monetized. And if I am ever monetized, it probably won't last very long, but that's fine. Whatever. Suzanne Eckstein say, Rusty, I may be the only female sub to your channel. It is. Well, you know what? Traditional women would probably very much like Rusty's material and what he has to say. Traditional women, the blue-haired nose ring women, I probably wouldn't like it. You could put in the pronunciation there, Sashi, if you know it. Chicxulub crater, not the biggest one. I believe that's the Fort crater in Africa. Okay, yeah, I'll take your word for it. And it has been a long day, DJ. Hope you're well, says Nemesis. Hi, Carla Burton, and we'll get through. Oh, Miskatonic Madman. Hello. Welcome to you, sir. Hello. Got the Mexican sombrero on. We're going to east coast of Mexico. I'll show you where we're going. Just as soon as I say hello to Jason Love, with the TARDIS materializing. Thanks, Jason Love. Great to have you here, buddy. DJ Play Nice says, not been to Mexico on the Gulf side. Almost was in Brownsville, but didn't cross. I really like the Pacific side. Yeah, so do I, DJ Play Nice. The biggest differences I can tell between the East Coast and the West Coast of Mexico is much like Central America. The West Coast is better for surfing in general, but the East Coast is better for snorkeling and sandcastle building. The sand is different. It's not as packed hard on the West Coast. I think the West Coast gets more waves, and that's why the snorkeling isn't as good. The visibility is not as good in general. I'm generalizing. There are exceptions, of course, but that's been my experience in Mexico and in pretty much. Well, yeah, I did go in a few places, Central America, Honduras, Belize, and then swapping over to the Pacific coast on in Panama. The same goes for Panama, I would say. So that holds up. Would I say the same of the east coast of Canada? You know what? I would. Prince Edward Island would be better for snorkeling and sandcastle building than Vancouver Island, which is better for surfing. Yeah, that goes along with it. I guess it's the difference between the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, the Caribbean Ocean, or the Caribbean Sea. I'm living on a peninsula, says Sashi, so I can speak about it. Oh, excellent, buddy. And all right, we've got 10 people watching here live. Hey, Max Redstone is here, the Yucatan. You're right, buddy. We're going there right now. Nemesis has been working in the coal mine. I'm not sure that's where he works, but I know what you mean about almost the feeling of impermanence on the land. Yeah, I think so, DJ Planes. Oh, hey, thanks, Carla Burton. I appreciate it. But no, that's okay. You're good. I think Nemesis is going to be here in a minute, and I got a lot to do the intro. But thank you. I appreciate it. Unless you're gonna, if you're gonna be upset, then I'll send you a link. Because I don't want to upset you in any capacity. Captain Rusty Rivers subbed with my new channel. You're darn right I did, Captain Rusty Rivers, and so did Suzanne Eckstein. Because I said she's a traditional woman, or at least I believe her to be. And traditional women, although it is geared towards men, traditional women I wouldn't disagree with what you say. I believe, in my humble opinion. All right, great stuff, Rusty, says Carla Burton. Speaking of another wonderful traditional, although very modern, but I think traditional values. I think that's a compliment, Carla, by the way. And Captain Rusty Rivers, I bet you'd agree. And you're always happy to be in the sub. Hey, Carla, I really appreciate that, and I don't take that for granted. I do not take that for granted. Sashi, before I bring up the map, the Chicks Ulub crater is 150 to 200 kilometers wide. Wow. The Red Fort crater is 250 to 300 kilometers wide. I believe Chicxulub is pronounced Chicxulub. Oh, okay. Not an expert, though. Well, I'm pretty close. I've been dealing with a huge surgical wound with a son, so I need to get some saline water, etc. I will lurk. Yeah, absolutely. Holy crap. Well, I hope he's okay. And if you need any doctor's advice, I'm right here, Carla. I'm not a doctor, but I pretend to be one on TV. So, yeah, all right. Well, let's pull this up. So you're not just looking at me. Let's share the screen, and we're going to take a look. No, we don't need audio. Let's push the share button, and we're going to go right here. And hopefully you're all looking at what I'm looking at, which is a map. This is a map of, here it is right here. That is Xel-Ha. This is the water park. And I told you, this is the Caribbean Sea, and it's an all-natural inlet, I suppose, or a series of inlets with some lakes. If you look right here, they've got the Delphinus River Maya. They've got the Xel-Ha Water Park is right there. The Cenote Adventure is right there. So that's fantastic. And okay. And the spa, Xel-Ha. It's pronounced Xel-Ha. I believe that's the best I can do, Xel-Ha. And there it is right there. So there's the complex. And you say, well, where is that in Mexico? Well, I'll tell you. Here's Cenote dos Ojos. And that is those are the cenotes. It means two eyes, dos ojos. And you take a left turn here, and it's right there. There's the cenotes where I went diving at in Mexico. And I have several diving videos, underwater cave diving videos on my channel. And so they're really close to each other. Now, I was in the cenotes just 2 years ago. Xel-Ha, I was there 12, 13, 15, 2011, 15 years ago. I was in Xel-Ha right there. So now here's Tulum. This is where it is in relation to Tulum. And then we're going to pull out back a little further, and there's Cozumel, Playa del Carmen, which I've spoke about. And there is the Yucatan Peninsula. Look at that. And here it is in relation to Mexico. There you go. There's Mexico. So it's right on the coast, as I said it was. Looks like you can almost swim to Cuba from there. And let's go back in because I do want to show you something that's pretty amazing. And where is that? There is beaches here. No, okay, I don't know where. Is that further south? No. Oh, nope. All right. Hey, look, it's me. Anyway, that's where we're looking at. That's the part of Mexico we're looking at. That's the part of the world we're looking at. And so you can get an idea. It's a natural inlet. And we'll pull up some pictures right now. I stayed at Princess Resorts, and that is in Playa del Carmen, or just a very short distance from it. And it did have a gas explosion in 2010, so the year before I stayed there, and that's why the prices were really cheap. They had a gas. They say it was a natural gas buildup. There's a lot of cartel involvement down in the Yucatan because of all the money. I don't know. Maybe the resort didn't pay. This is just my idea. Maybe I'm speculating. Maybe they didn't pay the right people the money they should have. I don't know. But either way, the Princess Resorts was a wonderful place to stay. And I really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. And okay, DJ Playnight says, I drove along the Texas Gulf Coast. Well, 1.5 or 2/3 of it. In high school. How far down the Mexico coast until it changes from the arid part? Don't know. Windows down and jellyfish, eh? Excellent. Hey, Stark Grade. Excellent. And if you are a friend of Stark's, you are a friend of ours, and I'm going to make you a wrench right now. There's no responsibility that comes with that at all. But if you're a friend of Tony's, and you're a friend of ours. And let's just put up some actual... Oh, hey, do you want to see this? You know what? I'm going to show you this. So this is a picture of the Yucatan Peninsula flying out. You saw it in Google Maps, and now let's take an actual look at it. And let's share audio. Yes. And we're going to do this. And we're going to share, and it's going to go like that again. That's okay. And then let's pull this guy up. There we go. We'll hide that. So let's... here's the video taking off and flying over that part of the Yucatan Peninsula. Yeah, I hope... you know what? I'll play that again just in case you didn't see it. Yeah, there you go, folks. So that's enough of that, I think. The rest of them are photos, and we'll just stop that right there. Okay. Oh, shit. Did I leave that up the whole... Did I leave the comment? I did. I left the damn comment up showing the video. That was amateur. Sorry about that, folks. Orphan Zane, hello. Hail to you. Thanks for being here. We just took a look at... where the Yucatan is on the map, and then we just got a real life video of it to me flying over, and you can see the gorgeous Caribbean waters, and then the sand spit that runs right along part of the Yucatan, and that's where when you take the bus up or down, you drive along that, and it's quite amazing. Actually, it's you can see the water on both sides. Lemon Pie says, you can swim to Cuba from there, or if you're Rod, you can take the bus. Yes. Hey, it is Mr. Tony Stark himself. Excellent. Glad to see that you're in the chat. Thank you for being here, my friend. And Tony, if you're serious, I would love to have you on next week. Nemesis is joining us momentarily, and Rod, I'm expecting him at any time. Although last week he wasn't until the very end. But Princess Resort, related to the cruise line. You know, DJ Planice, I don't think so. I didn't see any of the logos of the Princess Cruise Lines, so I don't think so. And gas build up from all the burritos. Yeah, no kidding. And hey, Kronos, excellent to see you, my friend. We are going to show you some pictures. Now, yeah, let's pull up some pictures of the resort instead of you just looking at me. Um, let's remove that, stop that. And oh, I heard Nemesis pop in here. So I'm going to add you to the screen, Nemesis. Hopefully you've got your pants on. Hey, Nemesis. Hello and welcome, sir. Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate that, Tony. Nemesis and Rod. Yeah, and Rod should be here along any time now. Natural gas from all the beams. They said it was swamp gas, but I don't know about that. That's pretty suspicious. Hey,
Swamp
Nemesis.
gas, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's hard to say. Yeah. And molecular arts all the way from Tasmania. Hello and welcome to you, sir. Thanks for joining, Nemesis. I'm glad you made it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, dude. Thank you so much for having me. I've been looking forward to this all day.
I can talk Mexico and travel all the time, and I'm glad Tony Stark and Carla both offered to come on in. But I knew you were going to join us, and Rod will probably pop in at any time. He's got the keys to the back door, so yeah, you expect to see him here anytime. I really like good chili, says Kronos. Yeah, me too. You know who makes a good chili in our YouTube circle, Nemesis?
Who? You?
I do make some good stuff, yeah. But Sean Carter down in Texas.
Oh, dude,
Sean Carter, the sci-fi model guy. Yeah, he makes some. I had some of his chili that he made, and man, I had 2 bowls. It was excellent. It was real Texas chili. Now, I'd give him some British Columbia backwoods venison chili, and it's completely different. But that would be. Thanks, Kronos. I got this in Jalisco in Western Mexico. So, Nemesis, you've been to Mexico. Habla español, señor?
No habla español.
No, okay. But how did you find getting along in Mexico, not speaking much Spanish?
Well, as I was like 8 years old at the time, I relied on my parents specifically. So
you learned queso.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that was about it. No, it was fine. Like everyone that I spoke to really spoke English, like whether it was fantastic or not, but they still spoke it. So it was fine. Like I think there was maybe 1 or 2 instances where we came across some locals who didn't speak it, but whatever.
That's in the tourist areas, and if you've never been to if you've never been to a foreign country outside of America or Canada, Mexico in the Yucatan Peninsula is a fantastic spot. It's super relaxed and casual, and most of the people there do speak English. It's not that completely different from Western culture, especially in the touristy areas, compared to somewhere like Greece or Morocco or somewhere like that. But Sashi says, I can count to 4 in Spanish. Does that count? Sashi, you speak several languages, so I think that definitely counts. And, Nemesis, would you mind? Are you able to read the chat?
I most certainly am. And Tony
thank you.
T Stark CEO says, sorry, I'm not much a talk channel anymore. I miss your super pair at Miskatonic Madman.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Well, good. Here we go. Is that what did I do? Yes, I like your talk formats too. You came on once and chatted with Jill about science, Tony, and that was amazing. I really enjoyed that.
I remember that they were talking about Jupiter and whatnot. Yeah, no, that was one of my favorite experiences.
Fascinating,
just to hear him talk like that.
Yep, I would agree. Yeah. And do you mind reading this from our friend Kronos?
Of course. Kronos says, I wish I had those really good hatch peppers.
Ooh. I love peppers. Hey, Wes Cagle. Now there's a man I'm really happy to see in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. And instead of looking at science, exactly, Sashi. Yes, I'm a character channel fully. talk formats have moved to a second channel. I know that, Tony. I see where you're going with that, and I wish you all the success, man. It's not a bad idea to specialize your channel. That is an excellent idea, and I wish you just all the success with that, Tony. And fun. Not only success, but I hope you have fun with it. And Carla Burton says, I have had some of Sean's chili too and can vouch for its awesomeness. You got it. And, ooh, can you read DJ Playnice's awesome verbiage?
Of course. DJ Playnice says, translation programs are a modern travel blessing. Language barriers drop.
True. That is absolutely true. However, old school, I can survive in Spanish, French, Japanese, and cursive. I speak cursive really well. But I can get by in Japanese and Spanish and French and Pig Latin. But and so if I can get a chance to go and read, because when you learn the language, you learn a lot of the culture, and when you see how different words are put together and why they are connected, then that makes sense, right? So but the apps definitely are helpful, and especially in emergencies, right? And the after hours tower, the after hours is the second channel. Absolutely, Tony. And I wish you luck with that too. And 1 million views. I know, I heard, Tony, that is fantastic. And I'm going to bring up a picture here. Do you mind reading Lemon Pie's chat, please, Nemesis?
Sure. Lemon Pie says, I was in Mexico in the 90s. It's my understanding that it's more dangerous now.
I don't think so. I disagree, because I think it's about the same, but it depends on where you go. I mean, the 90s, there was a lot of shit going up near the borders in the 90s, and that's still going on. But in my experience, traveling away from the borders and around the majority, a lot of time on the west coast of Mexico, I just found them to be like anywhere else. I mean, if you go to Toronto, you can get mugged late at night. If you go to Vancouver in the wrong part of town or the wrong part of the day, you'll get killed. Literally, there are native reserves in parts of the north in Canada. As you go up to them as a white man, you're dead meat. Parts of northern Saskatchewan are like that. So, I mean, is it more dangerous than the 90s? I mean, I don't know. I don't have any official stats, but in my experience going over there the last few decades, I don't think that it's changed any. But if you fuck around, you're going to find out. There's no question there. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I don't know, Lemon Pie.
Too, because when I went, we went in 97.
Nice.
And I think we went in 99, 98. We went almost back to back. And it was like, it didn't, once again, we were in the resort town. So it didn't seem sketchy to us.
They're pretty locked. Well, because the cartels make money from the tourists. They do not want the tourists to be scared. They will protect the tourists. In fact, if there's a local guy that's ripping off tourists, he will get dealt with really fucking quickly, in my experience. I'm not Mexican. That's what I've been told by Mexicans. I don't know, Nemesis. Do you that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think the only time I ever had scams or whatnot, it was the little kids would come up with the bracelets and they tie stuff on and be like, oh, blah, blah. And then they want money from you. And you're just and you'd see the parents standing off to the side watching. And you just we were always told to shake your head no and just carry on.
But at least they're offering something. You go to downtown Vancouver, Kelowna, there are people just sticking their hands out wanting something for nothing,
Oh, dude, that's here in Calgary too. Yeah.
Stark CEO says Vox is needed in VR. I gotta go. Love you guys. Hey, thanks for being here, Tony. And so, speaking of the Princess Resorts, this is what your typical resort room looked like. And it was very comfy. Second floor, lots of fans, lots of good air con, lots of good food. The landscaping, the maintenance, the standard of, and I have hotel experience, 20 years of it up in Whistler Ski Resort. And we were 5-star, all this. We have nothing on Mexico. Everyone up in Whistler kept saying, 5-star hotels, how great the service was and all this. No, not compared to Mexico. Not a chance. There's just staff everywhere. Now it's probably because they don't pay them very much, but they're everywhere. And as you can, and it shows in the grounds, in the grounds. There was always people around doing groundskeeping and things like that. It was absolutely fantastic. Actually, do you want to see some of their Nemesis? Would you like to see landscaping with a machete?
Of course. Who would?
Let's see if it'll play. Hopefully there's volume. Let's see. Oh, that was lame. But he was landscaping with. That was lame. Let's play that game. Okay, there he's swinging. No, just landscaping with him. Sorry, it looked more impressive last night when I. Machetes are handy tools. Absolutely. So am I, I'm told.
Oh, I wouldn't say you're a tool, but you're certainly handy.
Do you mind reading Miskatonic Madman if you would mind?
Of course. And hello, Miskatonic Madman. I saw you said hello earlier in the chat when I was walking. Good to see you, my friend. Miskatonic Madman says, if you go to Detroit or Baltimore, don't forget to pay off the warlords.
It's the same thing. It's in Mexico, in Canada, in America. If you fuck around, you're gonna find out. Just don't go involved in stuff you shouldn't be. Basically, I mean, I spent lots of time in Mexico, late at night, all hours, in all over, not everywhere, but a lot of places in Mexico. Several trips. I don't know how many it's been now. 4, 5, 4. Anyway, I didn't go looking for trouble. Didn't go doing anything nefarious, and no problem. I didn't even have a whiff of any trouble. Not even once was I the least bit nervous. Although downtown Kelowna here in BC, I have been. So what does that tell you? But I wasn't, and again, I wasn't doing anything nefarious. Although that would be a good place to do it if you were looking for it in Kelowna. Shout out to PvP, who's not involved in anything nefarious. He happens to live in Kelowna, and I'm just saying hello to him. I'm not making any implications there. Ooh, DJ Play Nice. Do you mind reading this, Nemesis?
Yeah, of course. There we go. DJ Play Nice says, I just did a language immersion there. Back pocket translation guide, and for the first few weeks was just ears open. By the end of the month, I could speak responsibly on most occasions. Hell yeah, dude.
Nice. See, that's immersion. That's the way to do it. When I've done a lot of my traveling through the world, I have been on my own, and that is really when you do start learning the language. When I first arrived to live in Japan, at first I didn't know many English language teachers. I hadn't met too many friends. Hadn't developed friendships at work, at school, teaching English yet. And so I spent a lot of time out just going around and with Japanese people there. But once I developed more friendships with the teachers at the schools, you'd go out to the pubs and the izakayas and the events with the teachers. And since you're all English, you just speak English with each other. And so I saw the learning go down the more you hang out with. So if you travel with like 3 friends or even a partner, and you end up speaking most of the time English. But if you're solo backpacking through a lot of these places, and I understand that's not for everyone, but if you are if you're on your own, I think you'll be exposed to language more, in my opinion. That makes sense, doesn't it, Nemesis?
Oh, totally. 100%. It's always easier if you can have people to work off of versus being by yourself, right? Like
yes,
it's nice to have other people that you can not only feed off of, but rely on too, in case you don't know what to say or do.
Gotcha, Orphan Zane. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I will deal with that for the next one. All right, thank you. And Sashi says, we do have our local version of the machete. It's the parang. I've heard of the parang. I don't know. I get the feeling maybe that's what they call it in Thailand as well, but I could be misremembering.
It's
DJ.
slightly different. It's got a curve to it. The handle is curved, like a recurve, and then the blade recurves a little bit in a different direction. It's fascinating.
Oh, is that like the Kurdish ones that the machete curves forward? I have one of those. It curves forward. It's brutal looking.
So this one it doesn't curve forward. It's got the the. Why don't you just do a quick search? I'm struggling to describe how I would say it. It's got a curve on the back end on the tang, and then
I don't want to go on too many tangents. Then we'll get distracted. I want to keep looking at pools of the Princess Resorts, and then we'll get to Xel-Ha. But yeah, it's a curved machete, man. That is. Now, right now, we can still legally own those in Canada. I carry them around here because I'm in the countryside. I can walk down my street, I can go in my convenience store, my gas station with machetes. No problem. They know me. They don't care. But you try that in most cities in Canada and you probably get the cops called. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the pools in and around, and you can see the swim up bar in the background there over my left shoulder. And I had been there for quite a few days, just gorging on the Mexican food. So yeah, I got a belly for sure. Mexico in a resort will do that. But yeah, okay. So here's the beach, and now this is pretty crowded. You can go to other areas. This was the part that was marked out for the Princess Resort, but you can spread out and go to further on down the beach and get lots of areas just by yourself if you wanted to. And DJ Playnight says, I learned fast how to ask questions and engage in as much pleasant banter as I could at the markets, the shops, and businesses I liked. And English representation was weird the first few weeks back. I had to search for English words sometimes. After a year in Japan, I forgot English words. I completely understand that, DJ Playnice. When you're immersed somewhere, or if you heard the Japanese students saying it the wrong way like 1,000 times, and you start to question, oh, what's the right way to say it again? Like, I'm losing my English. It was crazy, Nemesis.
Oh yeah, I could only imagine what it would be like to live in a different country for that length of time and try to come back.
I didn't have any driving, and here's one of the beaches where you can walk along and you can get a spot pretty much, your own little area by yourself. It did spread out there, but the yellow flags indicate it's where the lifeguards are, where you have people watching you. But if you're a strong swimmer, that's not a problem. And it is called the Parang in Thailand, and it's like the kukri. Yeah, the kukri, DJ Playnice. Yes, that is allegedly one that I may or may not have.
Allegedly, in Minecraft,
in Minecraft. And yeah, would you mind? Would you mind reading DJ Playnice's?
DJ Playnice says, solo is a great way to go. Almost all of my international travel has been just me. Lots of ways to learn about who you are.
I couldn't agree with that more. That is one of the biggest results. Is that that might be the right word? One of the biggest results of my solo backpacking has been you discover who you are. You spend a lot of time with yourself. You learn to be comfortable with yourself. Absolutely. But yeah, so this is the Princess Resorts at night, and the pools were closed, of course. They do after dark, probably for liability. But yeah, this was a fantastic, idyllic spot for. I think I was there for 8 or 9 days, and it was just fantastic. It was just really good. I enjoyed. If you get a chance to go to an all-inclusive resort, again, this was $800, including flights and meals. It's worth it. There's 3 or 4 or 5 different restaurants, so it's not just one style of restaurant. You can have different food, plus the buffets. You can have different foods every night if you're there for 8 nights. If you're there for a month, it might get repetitive, but certainly not in a week. Kronos misses the show with the blacksmiths making blades. That's forged in fire. That's a cool one. Yes. Yeah. Oh, and the prang is longer than the kukri. Okay, that's the one. Your blade, it will cut, it will kill. That's it, Jason Love. You got it. That's the show. Did you ever see that, Nemesis? Forged in Fire?
Yes, I have. I've watched many an episode. It will kill. Yeah, no, it's a classic show. Yeah.
Hey, now that shot I had to wait for because that is the full moon you're looking at, folks, and it is reflecting off the pool. I waited for that shot just for you, folks, just for you. Although at the time I didn't know I would have a YouTube channel. Ooh, and yes, I'm having water tonight. I've had more days not drinking alcohol than with this week, Nemesis. So, and shout out to Cardinal Sin, raising the glass to Gil.
Yeah, shout out Cardinal Sin.
Every live stream, buddy. I don't at one, even if I don't say his name, I've got the mug shown every live stream.
I've got his coin staring right at me. Coin. Yeah.
Yep, that's fantastic, man. So yeah. Oh, there's a happy. Who's that happy guy?
Right? No kidding.
This is the important part of this, Nemesis. This was in the cafeteria 24/7, was it 24? It might have been 21 hours. 21 hours of the day, this was open. I think they had to close it for 3 hours to clean the place. But this is breakfast. I am serving myself a breakfast Corona.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, you like that? Thanks, Kronos. I appreciate that. DJ Play Nice likes it as well. Full moon pool shot. Will that pass the sensors? Well, I didn't see any nipples. There was no nipples. These guys didn't see any nipples, and they were really trying, and they were really looking.
They looked hard.
Do you remember what movie that's from?
No, I don't.
When they had the girls dancing in the thigh and in Scrooged, he had an act where the censors came in. Remember the censor girl that kept getting beat up all the time, badly, accidentally. Anyway, she didn't like the girls that were dancing. You can see their nipples. And and the two crew guys are right beside him, the cameraman and the sound guy. He's like, "No, these guys, did you see nipples?" And they go, "No." And these guys were really looking. That's what I was referring to.
Okay.
Prost, yes, Kronos. That's it. Salute, Clobber. Yes, DJ Planet. Shout out to Clobber and Times. All the ones. Clobby, right. Still and always. You got it, Jason Love. Absolutely. I do regret that I didn't go meet that guy. I wanted to go. He said, "Come on down for Independence Day, July 4th to New Orleans." He says it's better than it's better than the Mardi Gras, and I wanted to go. I should have done it, man. Okay, so this is one of the tropical drinks. Now, I'm gonna say that's a pina colada, isn't that? That's a pina colada.
Hell yeah, it is. And the one on the left,
is that a looks like Bellini?
Bellini for sure.
Bellini, yeah, maybe.
Well, because Bellini's peachy colored, and my favorite thing is a strawberry daiquiri. That's my go-to.
Ooh, I haven't had those I think I've only had a few in my life, my friend. R.I. pop culture creator as well. Yes, Lemon Pie, you said it.
You bet.
And Bird of Prey 5. Dang it, says Kronos. And Bird of Prey 5. Yeah. So I do usually try to show a couple of pictures of the local food of anywhere I go. And yep, I just mentioned him, DJ Play Nice. Sure did. Joe. And the drinks and the food I try and show a little bit. And the fresh strawberry there. The strawberries are fresh in Mexico, I'll tell you what. And this is those are little crab legs. That's a crab bisque with that's a mussel. You see the mussel shell in behind the crab. That was just basically it's like a bisque, like a crab bisque, I guess.
Okay.
Anyway, not the Manhattan chowder.
That was one thing I struggled with. Was my parents loved it. My dad especially, all the fresh seafood.
Yep.
Not something I grew up with. So Well, I can understand how that would be appealing to some people. That doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
That looks a lot more appealing to me.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. That does. Yeah, that looks like a beautiful piece of beef, and we're looking at some tomatoes, a salad, some beet cubes of beets. Yeah, mashed potatoes. That's just yeah. It was good food. I'm telling you. Some resorts you go to, uh, they have a lot of bulk food. They're good in volume, but the quantity is there, but not the quality. In Princess Resorts, I have to say, the the quantity and the quality were both there. And I made this. And here's another tip, folks: if you're going to a resort to stay for a week or 8 days, tip the bartenders at the start. You will get better service. They'll just be Johnny on the spot. I mean, yeah, if you wait and you give them a tip at the end, yeah, they'll appreciate it. But if you do it at the start, my little brother, the one in Australia, told me this: do it at the start, and they'll appreciate it, and they will treat you accordingly. I love that song, DJ Play
So
Nice.
when you say at the start, like you just slide up with the tip first, and then you order your drink.
Your first day,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The first day, yep. Get not a reputation, but a rapport going.
For sure.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy, man, they have a great soundtrack. Kronos, you got it. Just so you know, I'm not 100% a dick, says Jason Love. Oh man, I definitely don't think you're, dude. I don't even think you're 50% a dick. Like I not from anything I've seen in your chats, man. I'm more of a dick than you are. I'll tell you what. That's not a competition. I'm just saying I can be a jerk. Oh, there you go. Oh no, that's a little far away because it's an upright. But anyway, the point is the food here was delicious. Okay, now this is Xel-Ha. This is the water park that I was showing at the start of the stream. It's a natural inlet, and it looked small on the map, but that's the size of it. I mean, how do you like that?
Oh, it's huge. It's gorgeous. The water's like so warm too, and it's crystal clear most of the time.
Yep. It absolutely was. The Guardian soundtrack does rock. I agree. Jason Love. Is that a putty cat? Is he
Raccoon.
Pussy? Oh, that's raccoon. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a raboon.
Raboon, rocket raccoon. Trash panda.
Oh, yes, of course. Trash pandas. Rocket raccoon. No sharks, Kronos. No sharks. This was a big lagoon. And they do have, it is natural, but as you can see, they have staircases and walkways and railings for the public. And yeah, that's it's just natural. Now I was there. When were we there? I want to say probably one of the very coldest months in not that Mexico gets cold in this part. You know, in the highlands near the central highlands, they get cold ish. But here, the Yucatan, this was in I want to say February, and it was pretty chilly. But even, I mean, for Mexico, it wasn't sweltering hot. But even so, I got on my bathing suits, and it was swimmable. It was like you were saying, the water was warm enough to swim even in February down there. It was great. Raccoons, you know, with their little beaky little noses. Ricky. I suspect that's a line from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Ricky.
For sure.
Definitely. Yeah, the Raccoons. I grew up near there, DJ Play Nice. That was I grew up 4 hours away from that trailer park. Do you believe him? Well, I don't think anyone is 100% a dick. What's that movie from? Shit, that's a great quote. I know that line. Damn it, I can't remember. Do you believe him? Is that from Ghostbusters? I don't know. Anyway, so here's Xel-Ha. And yes, that is a giant. The visitor center is shaped like a giant Mayan pyramid in the background there, and just lush. The vegetation in this part of Mexico, I found it just so lush, and just because there's, even though it's salt water, the sand filters the salt, and so there's an aquifer. I guess aquifer might be the right word. A freshwater aquifer that's just below the surface in the Yucatan. And I don't know, Nemesis, whether is that one of the reasons maybe why it's so lush there. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's I think it has a big part to do with it. Just all the natural fresh water that they got, because like you said, it filters out all the salt, so it becomes fresh, and like that's
Yeah,
what you're swimming in most of the cenotes
that's it.
is fresh water, not salt water. I mean, they can be brackish and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, because like
Yeah.
there's a point where I believe in Xel-Ha where it leads into the ocean, so it is brackish water because you got that mix of
Yes,
fresh and salt water.
that's right. Yep. And some of the cenotes, actually, I went back. There's a video on my channel, folks. You can see what's that? Where where the salt water meets the fresh water. Because sometimes if you're closer, there the salt water will enter a little bit, and it'll form a layer. And the halcyon layer, and it where below the halcyon layer, the layer where they mix salt water and fresh water, it's
Mhm.
clear. In the salt water, which is on top, salt water is floats. Yes, the salt water float or sink. Fresh water floats, doesn't it? And salt water would sink. Huh. I think
Well, because
fresh
you're more
water
buoyant in
floats.
salt water, right? So it's
So salt water's denser,
yeah.
so salt water would sink. Yes, okay, that's right. So the salt water's on the very bottom, like and then in the middle, the layer where they mix, it's only a few inches thick, but when you pass through it, it's like there's someone smudged your lenses on your goggles, on your snorkeling mask. It's like you can't see clearly. It's like you're looking through a clear shopping bag, or some there's a plastic film in front of you that you can't see clearly. But when you stick your head above that few inches thick layer, it's clear on that, above and below. It's very cool. Anyway, that's a pelican. Pelican, I think, is how Ricky from Trailer Park Boys pronounces it. That's a pelican. And speaking of cenotes, there you go. I did not go diving in this one, but I did go diving in the one not too far from here, which is Dos Ojos, the two. I remember Barry's that reference from Ghostbusters, says Kronos. Yeah. You're teasing us with all these jungle photos, Spidey. You got to get us down to the beach, says DJ Play Nice. All right, you got it, buddy. We're on our way. It's funny. Aliens, they did know how to use a Walkman, and apparently how to repair them as well. Yep, Blue Suede. And man, that's all. You guys are awesome with the lyrics, the lines from the movies. Yeah, let's get to the beach. You got it, man. So this is walking around Xel-Ha. Lots, like I said, lots of man-made, lots of nature, lots of water, but lots of man-made walkways and railings. And it wasn't crowded, Nemesis. There was almost no one there.
It was decently, like, I wouldn't say like Disneyland or anything, but it was
No.
There was a fair number of people there when I went, at the very least. But it was, I'm trying to think, like, if we went in April,
you might have been there in the warmer times. Yeah. The rope swing was awesome. There's no crocodiles. Waterfalls were amazing as well. And the grotto. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. Ixchel?
Ixchel.
Sure.
Ixchel, I believe.
Oh, that's me doing something funky on the trail. And yeah, so they did have man-made walkways. The getting around the park was really easy for me. And they had a zip line that you go down over the water and the water was clear. There you go. Yeah. You're absolutely right. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I never went on the zip line. I saw people doing it, and I asked, and my mom was like, "No," and I'm like, "All right."
Well, that's me right up top in the red, and I'm about to go on the zip line up there. And I did wear my sweater because I figured the wind would chill me off, and I was already wet. So, the one I remember from Ghostbusters is it's true. This man has no dick.
Yeah,
that is correct, Sashi. Yep. And I think in some of the versions of that, especially the ones on TV, they have removed that line. So get yourself some physical media, and then you'll always have that line. Dance off, bro. You and me. Yes, that was awesome, Jason Love. That was wicked. Translucent, not transparent. Yes, exactly. Yep, that's right. Translucent. So light passes through it, and you can see through it, but not clearly. That's exactly it, my friend. And the Rio. Oh yeah, so there was a plastic inner tube river ride. This Rio is river, of course, in Spanish. So the Xel-Ha river ride. Did you do the river adventure with the tubing? And there. See, I'm pointing to all the tubes. There's hundreds of them.
No, but we did the snorkeling.
That was pretty amazing.
The caves, and I remember that distinctly.
Yeah, look now they are plastic inner tubes in their natural environment. You have to be very careful because they will stampede. Tropical Groots. Exactly. Yeah, giant turd blossom. That's an excellent line. I love that. Do you mind reading this from our friend DJ Play Nice?
Of course. DJ Play Nice says, cave diving is some serious big brass ball stuff. Don't know how you could swim carrying 2 20-pounders. Could not do it myself. For me, go ahead.
Well, if I was the very first guy to do it, sure, I'd be shitting bricks, but I wasn't the very first one, so. But I understand what you're saying.
See, and it's funny, like I feel more comfortable in a cave. The only thing that gets me in a cave is the darkness. That's what freaks me out in a cave. Not having something above my head.
Yep. Well, you've got a flashlight.
Yeah, you have multiple flashlights. You should, anyways.
I did have 2. Yes.
Yeah, no, but it's just like I'm more scared of open water, like having nothing below me for fucking 500 feet.
Dude, in the Galapagos, you're 3 hours by plane out in the middle of the water, where several oceanic currents, like international currents, like trans-global currents, meet. You are. At one point, we were in 600 feet of water. 600 feet of water, and I'm just looking at, and it just goes to dark, like below you. And there's stuff down there, but there's nothing you can do. So just, don't think about it. Don't look down.
No. Oh my God, dude. And how do you not look down when you're in that situation?
I did look down. It was good. And some people get vertigo because like you're floating essentially. You're floating in water. My men, they ain't never seen any Terran before. They want to eat you. Oh, that's an excellent line. Yondu. What do you mean R.I.P.? Oh, right. Yondu died. Yeah, John. What's his name is still alive. I hope. The actor. What's his name? It's not John. It's can't remember. Hopefully he's doing
terrible with names.
Yeah, I know. So am I. Father and Son, a great song. Indeed, it is. What did he look like when you asked for his prosthetic leg? Was he mad? That's okay. Yes, lots of lines from Guardians. So this is a mangrove, and Australia has mangroves, and so does Mexico in the Yucatan. They are very important to the health of the water. And this was just, some of the infrastructure, some of the cool pillars and wood. And I took a picture of the wood because it's a tree that they'd cut down, but there was a strangler fig or some kind of, it's not symbiotic, it's a parasitic vine that other tree that had grown into the wood and was strangling it. I'd seen a lot of that in Australia. They call them strangler figs is one of the types, but and I cut my head off. But yeah, you can rent a bicycle and go all around, which was very convenient. Yeah, there I am.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And as you can see, the paths are well maintained. They thoughtfully put trees right in the middle of the biking lane. So you have to pay attention. And there was again, that time of year, there was no one there. It was great. And going back for a lunchtime beer, of course. And they were always Johnny on the spot with the beverages, I gotta say. And there's the tequila. What's that? The 100 Anos, the 100-year tequila. Yeah, they did have good tequila there. I'll tell you what. Oh, there you go. That is a mask that I got. That was one of the souvenirs I brought back from this. Are you familiar with the Mexican wrestling Nemesis?
Luchadors. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I got to see a live match in Mexico City in 2023. And let me tell you, man, that was incredible. That was just fantastic. Let's see. I'll try and bring this up. And oh, sorry, there. Oh, no. What happened to us?
No, oh, there it is. Look at that.
There we go. Yeah, so this is the one and all. This is the very same one from that photo. So there's no question that, yeah, I did bring back this wicked souvenir. Now it's got the in the back here. It's open, so it just slides on and off very easily. I can see. It's not as good as my Spidey mask. Because it's, I don't know, it's just more material in the way. But could I drive? Yeah, I could probably drive with this on. Legally, no, but I could probably drive in the countryside here. But anyway, I won't. But yeah, love this luchador mask. That was one of the few souvenirs that I got. Yeah, what do you think of that? Pretty good, eh, Nemesis?
Dude, it's awesome. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I talked the guy down. Now, there are holes. I could lace it up. If I really wanted to actually wrestle, because you don't want this coming off, I would lace it up, put on my contacts, lace this up, and go to battle. And it's got some padding. It does have, it's pretty thick. It's foam, 2-layered foam. So you could take a few blows to the head. Don't clip that. And then I did get one other. Now, can you read Spanish now? I know you couldn't when you were 15. But this is, it's meant to be a traffic cone.
Okay.
And it's in Spanish. And I believe it says, caution. Caution, drunks. Yeah, that's caution.
Cuidado.
Cuidado. Yeah. Oh, here. Cuidado. Caution. Borracho. Suelto. Oh, very drunk. Borracho is drunk, and borracho and suelto. I don't know which one is which, but it's very drunk. Again, yes. Borracho, I think, is drunk. Old Man Bird. He would know. He's fluent, more than fluent in several dialects of Spanish, although he'll be very bashful about that. I believe he is. Just from our conversations. What would your wrestling name be? Cockknocker? No. Jesus. I don't know. That's funny. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Conehead. Yeah, exactly. Do you mind? Oh, hey, PvP. Good to have you here. It was just wondering if you were going to be around. I expected Rod Thunderheart to be here by now, but we'll see. Do you mind reading PvP's chat, Nemesis?
Of course. PvP says, if you like Mexican wrestlers, you need to watch the Super Argo movies.
Cool. All right. I miss contact lenses. Yeah, they're good. Kronos. I use them in the summer anytime I want to wear my sunglasses. Who turned out the lights? Yeah, that was, I see, because I couldn't see through the mask very well to hit the click to get the window to come up with the old mouse. Can't drink tequila unless I want to puke. Well, there's different kinds, and I do have a picture coming up of many different kinds. The biggest tequila collection in the world, apparently, is in Playa del Carmen. Although that's what they claim anyway. Michael Rooker is still with us. Oh, that is his name. Thank you, Michael Rooker. Thank you, Jason Love. Yeah, Yandu. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, here he's DJ Planets is speaking to you. Do you mind reading his comment while we look at I think that is a pina colada again, in my hand behind us with the bartender. Yeah.
Of course. DJ Planets says, Nemesis, you just nailed my deepest fear. Open water far enough from shore that I know I couldn't swim back. Fuck that noise. It's just like, yeah, dude, straight up. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because I know there's stuff underneath me, but chances are if something's underneath me, I'm going to die anyways, but I'd rather like drowning freaks me out. Like just sinking forever. Cause like, especially in salt water, it can take up to 10 minutes to drown fully.
Well, in salt water, though, you have less chance of drowning because you can just keep your lungs half fill and just breathe from the top half of your lungs, and you can float without like I've done it. You don't have to move a muscle. You can literally float, especially like, and I don't have enough buoyancy. If you're like on the fatter side, you'll be fine. But DJ Plate Ice, I don't think you have very much fat on you, so you might be fucked. Yeah. Flashlight. Make sure it's not a fleshlight. Yeah, no, I had 2 flashlights with me. Definitely. One of my own and then one of the rental ones. I bought my own underwater flashlight for the Great Barrier Reef Nemesis because I didn't want to rely on rental equipment. How many chances in life do you get a chance to go diving at night on the Great Barrier Reef? Turns out about 6, but I didn't know that at the time. So I bought myself a really good flashlight to make sure that it didn't fail.
Which is good. That's very smart. Yeah, that's like, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Taserface sent you. Man, I love that.
Taserface?
Good to have you here, Pleasant Valley Picker. He says, is this the ep where Spidey wrestles crocodiles? I am not that dumb. No, sir. We're looking at pina coladas and resort life in the Yucatan. And, what did you think of the desserts, man?
I wasn't allowed to have very many of them because I have ADHD and I was a child.
Okay, yep, fair enough. Dude, I put on in just 8 days. And I was walking. We walked everywhere. I did all kinds of activity. I was there with my fiance at the time. We were doing all kinds of exercise, if you know what I mean. And I got probably between 5 and 10 pounds easy, which on me, it shows pretty. I'm not very big, so even 10 pounds shows. What was your second choice? Scrotum chin. Snickers. Love it.
Mucha lucha.
That's it. Yeah, man. There we go. So those are some of the desserts. But moving on. Ooh, this is the oh, dude, this was that was, I believe that was was a dipping sauce for our seafood. That was beautiful. It was some sort of a broth, and we were dipping seafood in butter, and so good.
Oh, it looks like you had
there we go. Princess Resorts. I'm sorry?
You had the big one at the top with the white sauce, but then it looked like there was 4 other ones on the bottom, 4 different sauces.
There were different ones, yeah. Man, there's lots of different sauces at these places. There was no end to the food and the displays and the dishes. Like they had little tiny cups for sauces. But anyway, so this is Princess. And the reason why I didn't think it was related to the cruise lines is because the symbol right there, which is some sort of a folded kerchief or something, or a flower beside the P, that is the symbol of Princess Resorts, and that is completely different from the cruise line, which is different. Anyway, so here's some native, right nearby the resort. You could go and buy some native pottery. Mexico, their clay crafts, their artisanship with clay and ceramics is some of the best in the world that I've seen. It's unbelievable. The only I didn't buy any because it's heavy to put in your backpack to come back home.
Yeah.
But drunk wizard hat says Miskatonic Madman. Yeah, I like it, dude. I like it. And it's funny because I'm actually sober, but I will. Nemesis, next time you come on, we'll have a drinking stream. If you're up to, I'll have a drinking stream. You don't have to. You can hit the bong, whatever you want. But I might wear this.
I'm having casually sipping on some vodka and iced tea right now. So, I mean, I'm down.
Wizards do smoke Kronos, and I have something right beside me that might happen later. So that might happen. A cone. Yep. Oh, Greek letters. Hello. Welcome to you, Greek letters. I just woke up, but what the fuck is CSM wearing? This is a traffic cone. I got it in Mexico. It's a joke. It's a giant traffic cone, felt foam, and it says caution. It's a caution pylon. It says caution, very drunk in Spanish, in Mexican Spanish. So that's what that is. And thank you again, DJ Play Nice. Up and share out the live. Thank you. I'm seeing Spidey ending up like the chick at the start of Jaws. I hope not. It means caution. A drunk running wild. Exactly, Lemon Pie. That is exactly what it means. Nearly drowned once. Thankfully, I dog paddled to the shallow water. Damn, that is not awesome. I'm glad you're here with us, PvP.
Yeah, dude.
It does. Yeah, you're right. No, I'm not drunk tonight. I'm pretty good. Smoke them if you got them, says Kronos. Well,
I mean, I just lit up my something, so I mean,
it's legal here. YouTube, it is completely, everything we are doing is completely legal where we live.
That's right.
Do you?
Sorry, Nemesis? No, I was just agreeing. It's 100% legal here. Greek letter says, "I swear to God, those live streams are getting weirder and weirder. Not that I'm complaining."
Well, I'm glad you. Well, hey, I gotta provide some entertainment value. Have to. So yeah, and just I like the architecture. So you can go outside of the resort and walk around, and you do see some traditional older Mexican buildings, but they're still maintained in that part. You can go to some Mexican towns, and it's pretty third world. Well, you can go to parts of Canada, and it's pretty third world too. But and that's not a joke. You can. But these buildings were pretty well maintained because it is. And here's a typical street in and around Playa del Carmen, and right, this is Playa del Carmen, and we are going to see some beach here coming up. DJ Play Nice, and this is just a typical Mexican street, but it's pretty well cleaned up, and they do take time to maintain the flowers. They're always watering the flower gardens all over Mexico, and just some of the most. Did any of the vegetation stand out to you? I mean, coming from Canada, it must have been pretty trippy for you as a kid, Nemesis.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think there was anything where I was just like, whoa, that's crazy. But like, I really liked a lot of the trees. I liked a lot of the leaves, the flowers.
Oh yeah.
But once again, it was all so radically different from what I'm used
to. That's right. That's right.
There was so much that I just don't remember anything,
Well, that's typical Mexican street. And with I love the palm trees, and even in cloudy days, we still had lots of sun, lots of big sun. And these guys, they would mount their whole business, their shop, right on a 3-wheeled cart. It's 2 wheels in the front and 1 wheel in the back. They take a bicycle, and they chop the front tire off, and they basically turn it into a mobile like cart. Now, this guy was selling fruit that is chopped up watermelon and all kinds of different fruit there. We got bananas. I can see the green is, who knows? Melons. That's lots of melons. Very good stuff. There's the beach for you. How did I manage to take a shot in the Yucatan and not a single bikini? Huh.
I don't know.
That's unusual for me.
There always seems to be a lot of dudes in your pictures. I mean, he's awfully handsome all the time, but I mean, I don't know. It's bizarre.
Well, because now this, I was with my fiance at the time, and so I couldn't just go randomly taking pictures of girls.
No, of course, no. I was meeting. No, I got you, bro. Oh, hang on.
Yep. All right. Well, you're coughing. I'll read this one then. Jason Love in the chat says, "A wizard drinks or smokes precisely when they feel like it." So that's a spliff. Awesome.
Fuck yeah,
DJ Play Nice as well. There's your beach. I hope you like that, DJ Play Nice. It was sunny and cloudy, so it's not a brilliant, bright, sunny day as you saw in Xel-Ha, but this time of year there are clouds but it's still warm. Gandalf is wise. I agree, Sashi. You lit up your hat. No, I spilled it on myself. Yes. It'll buff out. Right. Yeah, don't eat lasagna before swimming. Good advice, Lemon Pie. Hotel, but no, it was Princess Resorts. I don't know why they had that logo. I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Oh, it's
Inagata
Devita.
Oh, Inagata Devita. Okay, right. Of course. Yeah. Beaches. I'm here for that, says Sashi. Sashi, you live amongst beaches. I thought you'd want to see pictures of snow and like the Rocky Mountains or something.
How long did, well, I mean, we had to tan up for at least a month and a half, and we still got sunburnt when we went down there.
Yep. And Greek letters asks, yeah, no, you're right. A lot of Canadians have to get a base before, otherwise they just, well, you know what? Your first week in Mexico, limit yourself to like starting out with like 20 minutes the first day in the direct sun, and then a half an hour maybe the next day, and limit yourself. That's what I did the winter, the whole 5 months I spent in Mexico. I didn't get burned once, and I didn't use a drop of sunscreen, basically because I don't trust the pharmaceutical companies. But I didn't get burned, not at all. I wasn't, but I monitored my time in the sun and wore clothes appropriately. Mexicans wear a lot of long sleeve shirts, very lightweight, same as Egyptians, same as Egyptians. I've never been to Egypt. Moroccans, I meant to say. And Indians, for that matter. Do they actually eat cactus in Mexico? Cook it and eat it? Yes, they do. You can buy it at the grocery store. I have done it. It's called nopales. And I think someone in the chat. Oh, here we go. DJ Planos. Yes, nopales. Although he put a G in it, but I believe it's with a P. Although maybe there's two ways to spell it. Greek letters. DJ Planos might know an alternative way to spell it. There we go. I see one rather far. Yeah, there is a bikini rather far away. Yeah. But again, no bikinis on the beach. I sincerely hope they go nudist. Oh, right. No bikinis. I got it. As in no clothes.
Yeah.
I definitely would not be taking pictures of that. I'd get in trouble.
See, dude, that's one of my favorite memories of Mexico. We were I don't remember what the rest of what the thing was, but holy shit, Spidey. I was once again 8, 9, and there was a fucking woman outside sunbathing topless. My mom was like, "You keep your eyes down," but I snuck a couple glances because she had the fucking nicest fucking double D tits, dude. She was just
wow. Amazing. That's nice.
Yeah.
Jason, well, here's another nice shot of the beach, and you can see there is some clouds, but some sunny there, even in February. Jason Love says, I've got plenty of cold for anyone and everyone. I'm good. I don't think I've been sick in my adult life, other than a sniffle. Not really. I just don't have the time. That is a good song too, Kronos. Bright, bright, sunshiny day. I'm not into snow, covering everything in their white privilege, says Sashi. That's awesome. Sashi, man, I love you, dude.
Come around here in February, all the snow's brown.
Dude, you know what, Sashi? You come to British Columbia. It's a 5-hour drive, but I'll go pick you up in Vancouver Airport, man. That'll be awesome.
I'd love to meet Sashi.
I know, right? Or shit, yeah. Better yet, fly into Calgary, and I'll meet you with our friends over there. I got a bunch of YouTube friends in Alberta, so. No,
it's
okay, fair enough. 10 minutes on that beach and my skin would catch fire, said Miskatonic Madman.
I struggled with my feet.
Oh.
Right, with the hot sand and the hot everything.
Excellent. I'm not going to try and sing those lyrics. Egyptians that can walk. Yeah, yeah. As long as the clothes are light. Yeah, and exactly, Jason Love. And the material is nice and light. I like butt and mariposa, says Kronos.
What's mariposa mean?
I recognize the word. The butt and the butterfly. There you go. Mariposa. That's it. Mariposa is butterfly. Butterfly. In French, it's papillon. Papillon. But it's 2 L's, so it's papillon. It looks like it should be papillon with 2 L's, but yeah, there you go. Mariposa. Butterfly. There you go. I don't know butterfly in Japanese. Tombo is dragonfly. Tombo with a T, tombo. But I don't know butterfly.
Tombo. I like dragonflies.
Yeah, they're awesome, man. I like the helicopters that look like dragonflies.
Oh, dude, right?
Jason Love says temperature is cold, possibly snow. Give me 5 minutes being South Dakota. Ooh, I'd like to go to South Dakota. Apparently they have no taxes there. Yeah. Butterfly, exactly. I did recognize the word, but I'm gonna try and remember that from now on. Mariposa. I don't get an opportunity to use Spanish a whole lot here. But again, the beach, not a lot of shade there. I mean, there were palm trees, but they're not right out on the sand for the most part. So you do need to bring your own shade. Papillon. Oh yeah, that is French. Yeah, fucked if I could spell it correctly. I mean, I'd have a go. Butterfly bikinis are nice, but nothing beats going full nude, says Greek letters. That's right. And apparently in Greece, you can do that. I did see a nude beach in Nice in southern France. That was nice. And yes, I don't know if they intended to. I think they meant to spell Speedy Gonzalez because that's a picture of Speedy Gonzalez.
No, but that's Spidey Gonzalez.
That's Spidey Gonzalez. And this was taken in 2011, folks. This was taken full on 11 years before my Spidey channel. 11 years before 10 years before I even had a Spidey suit. So I took that photo just liking Spidey. But yeah, that's hilarious. Spidey Gonzalez. It's the name of one of our suburbs. Spidey Gonzalez? Or Papillon. Papillon. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's probably how I would have pronounced it. Papillon. Although there's a little accent above the O, I think.
Papillon, of course.
In French. Spidey Gonzalez would be a nice name for a suburb as well. And I had to take this picture. Someone did a really beautiful photo on the back of this car. Painting, rather. That is painting. I believe that is hand painted. That was not a wrap. This was 2011. So this was in Mexico. This was hand painted. Dos Equis is those are the beers. If you double X beers. Yeah. Maybe it's Spidey because they want to avoid a copyright strike. Oh, that could be Sashi. Although in Mexico and China, I don't think they care too much about copyright. You know what I mean? Same as Thailand. But yeah, is that a K car? No. That's a Toyota, maybe, Corolla.
I don't know.
That might be a Toyota Corolla. I don't know. But anyway, Dos Equis.
I know better if I can see the front or the back.
Yeah, it's hard to tell like that. They're pretty standard back in the day. Oh, here you go. Here's a menu. This was outside on the sidewalk, posted so that you could just go up and try whatever you wanted on the menu. And I'm just going to pop us out of here just for a second so that the audience can get a bigger shot of that menu.
Totally.
And yeah, man, the coral. Okay, starting from the left, top, Sex on the Beach. And then next to that, in the tall, slender blue one, is Creole Champagne. And over across the top in the middle, Blood and Sand. Mojito, which is one of my very favorites. I had those in Cuba. And then on the very top right is the Hurricane. And then in the middle is the Coral Reef, the red, and the pink one on the right is the Key West Margarita. And then on the bottom, we have the Pina Colada. Then above it right there is the short little black one is a black Jamaican, the burgundy color. The blue one below that, it doesn't. I can't read it. It cut it off. Shit. Don't know what that one is. And then the brandy sour. The Old Lay. The one in the triangle glass, the martini glass in the middle below drinks is a Old Lay, it says. And the Sea Breeze is just to the right of that. And the Blue Shark. And then the Coastal Kiss with the umbrella right above that. And then below it in the bottom is the Latin Lover. And those bird of paradise little flowers sticking out of
that? Looks like it. I mean, you
think
could just
that
have
might
fun
be.
with this. It's like, oh, you could have an old lay and a coastal kiss, end up with a Latin
Exactly. Yeah.
lover,
And
sex
okay,
on
let
the
me
beach,
bring
blood in the
and
sand.
that
Oh my god. Anyways,
yeah, okay. Oh, and the blue one at the bottom is called a jogger. Yeah, that's a weird one. And anyway, there's the drinks, folks. If you wanted to know what drinks were commonly available at the resorts. Oh, and cold coconuts, $2.50 US. That's expensive. On the West Coast, they were like $1 each, man. $1.50. And of course, they'd cut them all. They have machetes right there, and they cut them up for you, and they give you a straw, and there you go. Tiki and tequila drinks. You got it. Oh, Sashi knows what kind of car it is. Probably an AE 101 Toyota Corolla. Wow. Mojito, Hurricane. Yeah, Jason Love, you got it, man. Ouch, my liver hurts, says Max Redstone. I thought it was an early 90s Corolla, Sashi. Yeah, this was 2011. So Mexico, 20-year-old cars are all over the place. That makes sense.
and when
The
was
I
this?
is long E in Spanish. It is. You're right.
Like, when was this
Sorry?
picture taken, Spidey?
2011.
Okay, that makes sense because I'm like, wow, look, Monster Energy.
Right.
Fuck, I guess it's really old, but no, okay, that makes sense.
Not 2011. No, not that old. Yeah, not that old. Oh, yeah. I just like the stone statue back at Princess Resorts there. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And again, well maintained. And these, I love the Mexican, the skulls and the everything around Day of the Dead just fascinates me.
It took me a while to get into the caricature of it, like just the style of the skeleton shape, but like I love the colors and the designs. But now as an adult, I love everything about it.
Yeah. And okay. The I is long E in Spanish. Yes. Got it. Oh, the papillon. Yes. That's right. Yeah, I think so. Some are called motherfucker. I'm your grandma, Mother Humper, says Jason Love. Go with just a cold beer, says Kronos. Yeah, I had lots of those, man. Lots of those. Drink straight in a coconut half. Yep. Yeah, Jason Love. I love the coconut water and milk. That's resort area tax for sure, says DJ Play Nice. Coconuts were never more than $1 US. That's kind of what I thought, DJ Play Nice. I have a lovely bunch of coconuts, says Kronos. I was waiting for you to say that, Kronos. I was waiting. And what's this? The Tequila Museum. Sorry, I just brushed up against the microphone, chat. I hope that wasn't too loud. I apologize. Yeah, this is the Tequila Museum, the Hacienda to Tequila, it said, and the world's largest tequila display, apparently. Here, I'll go back to the start. But yeah, the world's largest tequila display. Now that's what they claim. That's what the sign said. Day of the Dead. Yeah, I love it, Kronos. It's basically Halloween, the day after Halloween. Yeah. Dia de los Muertos is creepy cool for sure. It's right around our Halloween, basically. Monty Python, you got it, Kronos. The African or European Kronos. The swallows.
The swallows.
Nah, Nemesis.
Rip it by the husk. Am I bringing up a lung? Sorry, I thought I muted and when I ran away to go fucking hack up a lung.
No, you weren't that bad. Thanks, buddy. Fresh coconut is usually priced around $1 now. Yeah, Sashi. Wow, even down where you are. Okay. Holy shit, that's a lot of tequila either way. It sure is, man. The 1st of November. Yeah, I thought it was the day after Halloween. Yep, the Dia los Muertos. Dia los Muertos. Day of the Dead.
Muertos.
There's Monty Python. So yeah, that's here's let's take a look at some of these fancier bottles of tequila. Like there's so many, like holy shit. I don't know how many bottles were there, but This was just tequila after tequila after tequila. Some of them with very cool glasswork. Believe it or not, in Mexico, the glass artisan work is quite impressive.
Oh yeah, like some of the bottles that they have are just insane, and I think that's half the price of what you're paying for.
Well, I think so too. That's yeah, probably it. So again, yeah, just the streets of Playa del Carmen, quite pleasant, quite nice and clean, man. I liked it. And the Coco Bongo, that's one of the more famous locations and clubs on Playa del Carmen on the main strip here. And you see that everywhere. That is one sign you see everywhere in Mexico: beers and tacos. And yeah, just one of the main intersections down in Playa del Carmen. And there is a pedestrian area, which is nothing but pedestrian. And yeah, now that tree isn't actually in my hand, chat. Just so you know,
what?
It's a giant Christmas tree. It's not actually in my hand. I don't want to give like false impressions. I'm not actually holding that tree.
Oh, yeah, me fooled.
Yeah.
Got your Canucks hat on, attaboy.
I did. He chose poorly.
He chose poorly.
That's a real Groot. Yeah, you got it. In the palm of my hand. No, that was shit. That was like 30 some feet tall, man. It wasn't a real tree. It was artificial. But it was yeah. So I get, yeah, this was they sort of, now for Christmas proper, during Christmas time, I'm sure they would have had that lit up with lights all like crazy. But yeah, there you go. So this is one of the typical vendors you'll see. It's not hard to get food in Mexico any hour of the day or night. You see these guys on the streets everywhere, and girls just selling everything, literally everything on the street out of their cars. Oh, are you sure, Spidey? Says, yeah, I was holding the tree in my hand, Jason Love. Not actually in my... No, they had AI back then. Yeah, not in 2011. Tie stick, says Jason Love. Yes, indeed, tie stick. Yeah, so just Playa del Carmen had just had lovely, well-maintained buildings. It's not like some of the smaller towns in rural Mexico. So it's not that much of a culture shock. If you're not used to that much travel, this is not, I mean, it is different. You're definitely going to feel like you're traveling in a foreign place, but it's not a huge culture shock compared to, say, compared to Malaysia, where not that I've been there, but where Sashi is. I've been near there. And why is that not? What's that? Why is this photo of? Hang on. Yeah. All right. Let's just. Was that all of them, Nemesis? No, I think we've got a couple of more photos, but I'd like to show you. Fifth Avenue is one of the in Playa del Carmen is one of the main pedestrian streets, and I've got a short video if you'd like to see it.
Of course, always.
Yeah, there you go. And what else do we? Ooh, you know what? I do have. I'm gonna remove that, and I think we can get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. And I have one more video that I would like to show you. And this was at the Princess Resorts that I was showing you photos of. They had often entertainment in the courtyards. So it's not like you had to go. A lot of resorts, or like on cruise ships, you have to go to the stage to see the show. But yeah. Princess Resort had just entertainment just everywhere, scattered around the resort. And so here's one of the evening shows, and it's just a few seconds. I wish I had taken it longer. But this is a fire show. watching it from our balcony. And everyone was out on their balconies just watching the show. So here, I'll play it one more time. So that was actually a rope with flaming balls on it.
Fire whip.
Yeah, fire whip, exactly. Oh, pyro, exactly. So that was really cool about that resort. Is the entertainment came to you? Like you'd be in your, not that we spent a whole lot of time in the room, but you'd be in your room, whatever, and then and you'd hear like music start up outside and people clapping, and all of a sudden it would be entertainment. Ooh. Now you said you didn't speak Spanish, but do you mind reading this?
Yeah. Jason Love says fajita chicken and queso cheese.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, fajita chickens are great. I don't know if I've had queso.
Queso's cheese. I love it. I love it. Cheese on everything in Mexico, I think. Everything I saw had cheese on it, just about. Most of the shock to tourists in Kuala Lumpur is how modern it looks, says Sashi. Huh. Yeah. Please, no, not a Ben and Jerry's. Could make jokes. Flaming ball. They were flaming balls on a whip. It curved around. Yeah. So I would like to bring up we've been an hour and 36 minutes. Holy crap! I really appreciate you being here with me. I hope you don't have to work at like 8 a.m. tomorrow, Nemesis.
Nah, 2 p.m. I'm good.
Oh, okay, good. Well, you know what? We're just about done with the photos, but I do have just a couple more, and let's present, share screen, and there we go. Bring that up again. That's where we left off. All right. I may need to see a doctor. Flaming balls. Yes. That's well, there's a salve for that. I think that's not your cheese, nacho cheese. I say that every time I get near nachos. I can't help it. Nacho cheese.
Whose cheese is that? Nacho cheese.
It's flaming balls on STD. Yeah, Star Trek Discovery. That's right.
I mean, it's certainly a symptom of several STDs.
Well, yeah, I'd hope never to know.
Oh,
so there we go.
Sick.
How do you like that?
I love that. Isn't
that
cool.
awesome? Yeah, I like that guy. Yeah, that's again the Mexican Day of the Dead is just a cool theme. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know how much this guy was, but I couldn't fit him in my carry-on anyway.
Oh my God! Right, you have to rent a whole row.
Exactly. And this is Carlos and Charlie's, and I'm going to make this bigger. This is a famous institution in Playa del Carmen, an absolute famous institution, Carlos and Charlie's. It's right up from the beach, like the first street up from the beach, and excuse me. It's mainly a restaurant and a happening beach style bar, but they also have they have their own line of things you can purchase there as souvenirs. But yeah, Carlos and Charlie's. Yeah, here's one guy I bet has been to Carlos and Charlie's, and that has been there it's an icon. It's been there for decades in Playa del Carmen, and I want to say, Old Man Bird, hello, Spidey Nemesis. Yeah, Nemesis has agreed to co-host with me. And we're looking at Playa del Carmen.
Hail to you, you absolute legend, Old Man Bird. Good to see you, my friend.
The Day of the Dead, Mr. Ed. That did look like Mr. Ed. Arvak? Sorry, Skyrim. I've never played Skyrim. I don't know.
I have.
Oh, yeah, of course you have.
It's a horse. It's a spirit horse.
Okay.
You can summon, and you get to ride him, and he's just, it's great. Arvak's amazing. Yeah,
I think I've seen you play that. Maybe. I mean, there's very few gaming channels I watch at all, and so it wouldn't have been. It would have. I've seen someone do that. I know that.
Oh, Skyrim's amazing. Highly recommend.
Do you mind?
Oh, there we
reading
go.
the
I
list?
was waiting for it. Fucking Senior Frogs, bro. I was gonna ask
Senior
if you ever went
Frogs.
to one. Of course.
That is another. That's even bigger than Carlos and Charlie's. I think it's an institution. Senior Frogs has been there, Playa del Carmen, for decades. Right on the beach, and you're gonna have a good time.
Oh, it was amazing. Even as a child, I had a blast. I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to actually like drink booze and what. Well, I remember they stood my dad up on the table, and they're like, "All right,
wow.
you gotta do, like they do the handstand, and then you tried to drink the fucking booze, and you won something
upside down."
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still allowed to do that, but I hope they are. I hope they never change, man. I hope
dude.
Mexico doesn't go woke. It started to creep in, man. It started to creep in. Okay, so there, I'm eating the street tacos, and they were like $1 a taco. Can't go wrong. And in Playa del Carmen, you can pay with American dollars or Mexican pesos, whichever you want. Yeah, there's the tacos right there. That was $1. That looks like 2 tacos. That is 2 tacos. I remember those. Those were fish tacos.
Interesting.
I remember those very tacos. Those were fish tacos. Those were damn good.
What kind of fish? Like, it's like, to me, it's like, I don't like tomatoes. So like that immediately is kind of a turn off.
Well, there are tomatoes in there and onions and just, chopped up. It was breaded pieces of fish.
Okay.
Fully loaded. Yeah, breaded pieces of fish. Crispy, little pieces. Well, it tasted like fish. I could have been pelican. I don't know.
Pelican.
Oh, this sounds like video gaming talk. Do you mind reading this as our local expert?
Of course. Jason Love says, so this is referring to Arvac. It's a skeletal blue flamey horse Canadian Spider-Man. You can summon it using conjuration.
I love it. Sounds good. Well, of course pelicans taste like fish because that's all they eat.
I would imagine their eggs would.
You are what you eat, right? I'm a giant pussy. No, what?
Oh, dude.
I'm sorry.
That explains why most of my friends are assholes.
Oh, dear. Because they eat hot dogs? That's why kids are assholes.
Dude.
I'm kidding, Carla Burton. I'm sure your kids are lovely because if they're not, you'll end their life. No, I won't say. Never mind. Nope. I'm not going to go there. Yes, that is. I should have bought that. I chose not to buy that because this one fits in my carry-on. That giant hat would not fit. I got talked out of it by my fiance, but Playa del Carmen, man, I should have bought it. It was like 200 some pesos though at the time.
Could you have ordered on the flight?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, we were in 2011. Where was I then? I was in Victoria. No, I was back in Whistler. So yeah, bus ride up to Whistler wouldn't have been that bad from Vancouver Airport. There's a Senior Frogs in Vegas. Costs a little more than $1 a taco there, says Miskatonic Madman. No kidding.
Oh, God.
Well,
I'll bet.
The taco I had was street tacos. And if you go into Senior Frogs, yeah, you're probably paying like 4 times the price. But street tacos. Nemesis, I had no problem with any of the street food anytime I've ever been to Mexico because you can see how it's being made right in front of you. And I just want to emphasize the beautiful tile work. I believe that's a sun rising, but beautiful, beautiful tile work.
Yeah, I've heard Mexico is fantastic when it comes to street food. Like it's all pretty trustworthy.
Yep. Yeah. And well, because if you can watch what they're doing, they can't get away. Like if you're a cook in the back of a restaurant, no one can see what you're doing back there. You can do whatever the hell you want to the food and you don't have to wash your hands. But if you're out on the street, people see that. But so here's back to Xel-Ha in the Yucatan Peninsula. And
that looks tasty,
dude. It was so good, so good.
Did you've had iguana before, right?
What now?
Iguana.
Huh. It would have been in Mexico or in Australia if I had it been, but I don't think so. I've seen lots. The
Oh,
Christmas iguanas that are blue and blue and red. Shit, Christmas. They're green and red in Galapagos. I've seen them because you can get right up close to those guys. I mean,
yeah.
I could have eaten them because they don't know that we're predators. But no, I've never eaten one.
Okay, because I remember distinctly on our way to I was either to Tulum or Xel-Ha. We stopped and had lunch, and they specifically were like, "There's cooked iguana
How
if
did
you
you?
want to have it." And I did not. I thought it was a joke, and my dad
Okay,
had
now,
some.
to the people in chat, Nemesis did not know that this photo of the iguana was in the. He doesn't know which photos I'm going to show next. He has no idea what I'm going to show. Only I have control of that. So he mentioned iguana before knowing that I was about to show you a photo of an iguana. Oh,
That's too
that's a tree
funny.
iguana. That's a land iguana,
Yeah.
and that's a tree iguana.
Oh, those tree iguanas are dangerous. You got to watch out for them.
I had clearly, obviously, been into the tequila that day. So this is midday.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no,
See,
I'm
it's like
definitely into the tequila there at that point. Yeah, it's hammock land, man. Talk about relaxing hammocks.
no kidding. I remember in our resort there was one place. It was just a wall with a bunch of cut off PVC pipes in it, and we called it the Iguana Hotel because like there was always at least 15 to 20 just hanging out. They all had their own little individual rooms. They'd like climb up the wall and like crawl in the pipe ass first, and they just like hang out. And I remember just
Nice.
seeing that as a kid, just marveling at it. And to this day, I remember it, the Iguana Hotel. That's what we called it,
That is
anyways.
awesome. I love watching nature and animals of all, and I do try and take photos of animals and flowers. As anyone who's been watching my streams, I do take pictures of food, but I also take pictures of animals and of flowers and the fauna and the flora, as if you will. Wieners, Max Redstone says. Old Man Bird says, "Who doesn't remember his first fish taco?" And I don't like fish.
Hell.
Hey yo. You do it better than I do, Nemesis. You've got the Johnny Carson down.
Oh, Johnny was amazing. He was solid.
He was. And you know what? You get him on late night. If he was on TV tonight, I bet you he'd be saying some shit that he'd get him canceled. But anyway, what's a peso worth? Well, coincidentally, I have friends in Mexico right now, not far from here. They are in Puerto Morelos, which I did a live stream from 2 years ago when I went to visit them. And right now it's 12 pesos equals 1 Canadian dollar. So for $1, you get 12 pesos. And for American, I think you get 15 or 16 pesos. Yeah. Well, what does 16 pesos buy you? Well, you can get a 15 tacos. You can probably get 15 pesos. You can probably get 3 tacos, 3 of the small tacos, I'd say. Yeah. 15 pesos would get you a big bottle of beer for sure. Well, a bottle of beer, maybe not the big ones. No, they're like 40 against the dollar. Yeah, 15 pesos to the dollar. Oh, Max Redstone says 17 pesos. I thought it was 15 or 16. The American dollar's kicking ass, man. You guys are kicking ass. Yeah, Christmas iguanas, Kronos, because they're red and green, the colors of Christmas, and they're in Galapagos. I showed pictures of them on my Galapagos travel Thursday stream. Nemesis, do you mind reading this, please?
Of course. Sashi says, I think Singapore has the highest number of Michelin rated street food places.
No kidding. That is pretty amazing. Huh. Now, I didn't realize what Michigan stars, how important they were, but they're quite a thing, aren't they? That's a really, like, I hadn't heard of them until I was well into my 30s, and I didn't know what a big deal they were.
Oh, they're huge. It's a massive thing. Like my uncle is a chef, and like he worked in some Michelin rating. Well, he worked at the Banff Hotel. Like he's worked at a number of places. So like there's a lot of there's some pretty high standards you got to meet to make those ratings.
No kidding. Yep, I believe it, and it means everything to them, doesn't it? Like even getting one Michelin star will change your business.
Oh yeah, dude, I couldn't imagine. Like I make 3-star Michelin mashed potatoes, and it takes me 3 or 4 hours.
No, oh, dude, that is awesome. That is awesome. So, in the Xel-Ha water park, this is for the more adventurous people, and you can, do the old water rope line bridge and try and not fall. You're gonna get wet. You're gonna get wet. And there's the other side of it. And I just liked how this was all natural. I mean, this is a big lagoon that goes in here, and it's just beautiful colors, absolutely gorgeous. And again, waterfalls and caves you can explore. And here's the river tubing that you can go down, and that was super relaxing. And it wasn't narrow, it wasn't fast, it was relaxing. We got an oracle in our midst. What's the numbers for the lottery? That's right. Nemesis did know that the iguana somehow was going to appear next.
He shall say, iguana appear, and they will appear.
DJ Play Nice, once again, sir, thank you so much. You've been here the whole stream. We've gone almost 2 hours now. It says, make sure that your subscription is active. Thank you. And that the alert bell is set to all. Thank you, DJ Play Nice, and up the live. Yes, anyone, if you do feel like hitting the thumbs up and subscribing to the channel, I really appreciate that. The bigger I get, the more of these I will bring in and try and entertain you as much as I can, and at least have conversations about travel, because Nemesis, a lot of people just love talking about travel.
Travel's a necessity. That's how my parents viewed it. Right? You got to see how the rest of the world lives to appreciate what you got.
It's education, man. That's it. A beer and a taco. Anyone see the show Bizarre Foods? No,
I can't say I have. And shout out to you, DJ Play Nice. You absolute rock star.
Fucking Ramsey.
It's raw.
And do you mind reading this from our friend Sashi while I go to the last few of the pictures I have?
Of course. There's a 70-year-old street vendor that recently got named as one of the best street food places in Malaysia recently. He didn't really care. He wasn't changing shit. Good for him. Don't change. That's when places become popular, they change, and then they go to hell. Right. It's funny. I was looking at, like, is the snorkel path and the tubing path, was that the same canal, or did they like meet up eventually in the?
Yeah, the river tubing ended up where the snorkeling was taking place. Yes.
Okay. Because like I remember like snorkeling for like a good. I was mad at my parents that day, so I'm like, I'm gonna swim away from you guys, and like I got out into the main estuary, dude. It was terrifying because they were taking their time, and I thought I fucking lost my parents, and I was stuck in Mexico.
Oh no!
Like, oh my god! But I remember there was like a giant clam under the water. There wasn't much in the ways of like there was fish and whatnot, but there was like no coral and whatnot, right? Like,
That's awesome. That man, yeah, I mean, it's a big estuary. Being out, if you're a kid out there yourself, yeah, absolutely. Yes, says Chrono. DJ Play. Read that. DJ Play Nice says Chronos, the Andrew Zimmerman show. Yes, the Bizarre Foods was the travel channel back in the day. Okay.
Oh, I remember Travel Channel.
Chef Mike as in a microwave. Yeah, no, I do. Giant clams, eh? Giant clams. Sir. Yeah, that's there's a joke in there somewhere.
Right.
So this is on the side of a food delivery truck, literally a food delivery truck, and that says Rico Veridad. And my Spanish isn't great, but Rico is rich flavor, and Veridad means really. like truthfully, like is it verified, like truthful? So yeah, is it really rich? This FUD, FUD
right?
is
I was just like,
it's a processed ham product.
It's registered, bro. It's FUD. Yeah. Is it food? No, it's FUD.
It's FUD. Yeah,
it's unique at the bottom.
Dude, it's worse than bologna. It for health wise, I suspect. I mean, sorry, FUD, if I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Oh, what does the upside down question mark mean in Spanish?
Oh, that's how they. Yeah, at the for questions. Just so you're aware that it's a question, so you don't miss, they put a question mark at the beginning and at the end of the sentence.
And that's what. So, like, if you had an exclamation mark at the beginning and the end, that's just okay.
Upside down. That it's like like we have quotation marks at the beginning and the end of the quote. They have a question mark and an exclamation points at the end and beginning of their sentence. Is the U is short O. In Spanish,
FOD.
U is short O, so FOD.
It's FOD.
You don't want to get your stuck head in one of those. Oh, the giant bearded clam. Yeah, no. It is huge. Yes. All right. So we're just closing up on 2 hours here. I think we'll wrap it up. So this is one of the meals that I had and I took a close up of a little bit of corn. That's not at the top. That's not interesting. What you want to look at is that steak. They had an Argentinian steakhouse, Argentinian themed steakhouse at Princess Resorts at the time. And dude, the meat was incredible. And this was the seafood platter. Oh, you can't really see, but anyway, that's full of seafood. Trust me. And it's in the shape of the dish comes in the shape of a giant fish. Right? See, the tail is at the bottom and the head is at the top. It's like a giant fish. So that's classy, man. That's just awesome.
Or you got some mussels in there and something. And
you did. Things. There were some mussels in there. The mussels down at the bottom, and then fillets of fish at the top, and then little clams, which were nice, and shrimp up at the top, and lemons and limes. Yeah. And there you go. This was the hand rolled sushi. So, and now it's Mexican. So that. Have you had much sushi in Mexico, Nemesis?
I had no sushi in Mexico. We didn't even. No, didn't know it was a thing back in that day, back in those days.
Well, that's it, Max Redstone. Yeah, the real joke is I didn't say that twice. Oh, God. The thing about Mexican sushi, in my experience, almost all of it, I had a very hard time anywhere in Mexico finding sushi. And it tasted good, don't get me wrong, but I had a hard time finding sushi that didn't have cream cheese in it. All of their sushi has cream cheese in it, and that is very much not the Japanese way to do sushi. It was a Mexican take on the sushi, and it was good, don't get me wrong, but I was just not used to it. And I find with the cream cheese, I like really tasting the fish. I often just order sashimi, so it's just the fish. The cream cheese, I really enjoy the taste of cream cheese, and it might have distracted me a little bit from the taste of the fish. Now I need.
Oh yeah, it's a very distinct flavor and texture, right? Like it's.
Yep.
It strikes me as more of an American thing than a Mexican thing, which I find.
Yeah. No, cream cheese is a big thing. Like Tex-Mex has a lot of cream cheese in it, I think, Scallops are the best, says Kronos. You are right. And okay, Sashi's putting the link there, and he says that link is for one of our famous street foods. Oh, wicked. Excellent, Sashi. Thank you. I love always. I look his links up after the show, and I love doing that, man. And if I had more time, I'd do all your links right during the show. I would like to try that raw lemon marinated fish salad. Oh, that is so good. You're talking about ceviche. Lemon and lime. Sometimes, Kronos, you can get both. It is lemon, but I have had lemon and lime. In Mexico in 2023, Nemesis, no, it wasn't. It was, you know what? It wasn't. It was this past March. It was just this because I went back in March. and I had a bus ride to catch, and I bought some raw fish, and I put it in a plastic bag with lime and lemon, and I rode on the bus for 6 hours, and I put ice on it. It didn't stay refrigerated as much as it should have been. It ended up being a bad idea. I tried to make my own ceviche in the bus in my backpack, and I didn't stir it enough. And you really got to stir it. Just leaving it in the backpack for 6 hours is a mistake. I thought the lemon would just cook it all chemically, but it did not. It was
okay.
It was not for a good solid. Well, a few hours were not fun. Let's just put it that way. The cream cheese usage is fusion sushi, says DJ Planas. You're not wrong. That's true. Love scallops. Ooh. And DJ Planas says more lime ceviche than lemon in Oaxaca. Yeah, well, that's a different region. It's in the southern part of Mexico. It's on the south center to southwest. The Oaxaca coast on the west coast is one that I didn't get to quite down that far south. It's further south than Acapulco, believe it or not, and it's on the list. I definitely want to. I mean, you're getting down to almost Guatemala when you get down that far. 6 hour ceviche, yeah, Kronos. I didn't get sick. Like, it didn't come back up, but it went through me really quick. Let's just put it. It didn't hang around. It was in, and my body needed to get rid of it real quick. Let's just put it that way. So I thought this was a cool dessert, and I'll be fucked if I was looking at this earlier today. I cannot remember what that was. I don't know. I do not remember what that was. I think it was my fiance's dessert that I'm taking a picture of here. But anyway, that was at the Princess Resort. And I'm definitely making people hungry now. Ooh, that is, I believe, lamb. That was delicious. Delicious. Yeah. Ooh, there's more seafood. There. You got the lobsters, the Caribbean lobsters up front, and then the clams. And I can see a little purple octopus there, right in the middle there. Oh, and then the white fillet underneath the clams, the fillets of fish, the white fish there, right underneath the clams. Delicious fish in Mexico. Just absolutely delicious fish. And it was a crispy, like they're light on the batter. I know in America and Canada, they tend to be really heavy on the batter. In Mexico, at least in my experience, the battered fish, they make the fish the star of the show. And it's not overly battered, and it was really nice. Now that the white fish I'm familiar with in Mexico is mahi is white. Excuse me. Oh shit! I said mahi. No, it's not mahi. Dorado is white. Mahi is definitely it's a red dark color. But yeah, no, the dorado, the fish itself is green, golden green, and the meat itself is very white, and it's delicious. But yeah, no, I love all the fish in Mexico.
Have you had conch before?
I have had conch, yes, in Utila, in Honduras, the island of Utila, off the east coast of Honduras, where I was doing some scuba diving. Yeah. Right below Belize. I did have conch there. It's a big thing. And it was very chewy, but it was like kind of like scallop, I guess. Maybe a little bit like scallops, I thought, but really good. Yeah.
All right.
And there's the Mexican.
Oh, there you go. Classic.
Yep. Yeah, I just had to take this, of course. Can I deal with oysters? Oh, I love oysters. Absolutely, Kronos. Absolutely. Love the oysters and calamari and octopussy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can handle octopussy. Well, I mean,
and flan.
Maybe not some calamari, but I don't know if I've ever had oysters. I've had oysters on like Ritz crackers with hot sauce and garlic, and it was terrible.
Oh, it doesn't sound that good. No. Huh. Well, I don't often show you folks breakfast photos, but this is an omelet. You go up to the omelet station and they make you, and that's the green hot sauce is sprinkled on top of it. And they make you the omelet the way you want it and at the buffet lineup. And then you just help yourself to all that goodness. And that is, oh shit, what's the fruit in the middle?
Passion fruit.
The passion fruit. Yes. I was going to say love fruit, but that's not right. That's something completely different. That's the passion fruit. Yeah, absolutely. Oysters would have to be cooked. For you to eat them. Okay. No, I ate, believe it or not, Kronos. The last time last March, I was telling you I was just in Mexico on the Pacific Coast visiting some friends. And my friend told me about the guy up the hill a couple of blocks away who would every afternoon at 1:00 you go by and he's selling oysters that he harvested that morning in the local bay, and he's selling oysters out of the back of his truck. And for a couple of times I'd go up around noon, 1:00, and catch him there and get oysters. I have a video on my channel of this that I'm speaking of, and they were good. I had no issues. Passion fruit does look goofy, Kronos. It sure does.
It tastes amazing.
I was just gonna ask you if you liked it.
Yeah, no, it's the texture that gets me. Like the chewy seeds, the slime. You're just like, oh
yeah, that is it. That is a yeah. I get it. It's sort of like natto, the Japanese fermented soybeans. Sort of the flavor is completely different, but the slimy. Yeah. Anyway, these cakes, they must have had like full on pastry chefs and dessert specialists at this Princess Resorts. I mean, I'm telling you, I have been to other resorts. I've been to resorts. I've stayed a week in another time in Mexico. I've stayed in Cuba. I've stayed in not Barbados. It starts with a B.
Belize?
Dominican Republic. Sorry, Dominican Republic. And Princess was probably the best as far as food goes because again, they tried to focus on quality more than quantity, and I appreciated it. And just again,
was that like white chocolate leopard print?
that's what it looks like. It was so good, man. Everything there, the glazes. Yeah, that's just absolutely fantastic. And this now in the background there up at the top, that's a watermelon that they carved into it to like a flower array, like a rose kind of bouquet coming out of the top. The watermelon carving, which I didn't know was a thing, and it is, was quite impressive there. And there again, there's the other picture of the steak and the corn and the potatoes.
Looks tasty.
Go. And there's my. I remember this. This was an Argentinian spiced steak. Oh my goodness, it was spicy but delicious. Yeah, crispy. It was so good. Oh, and there's the first of the pictures again. There you go. Yeah. I want to. Let's just leave that up for this comment of Kronos. Do you mind reading this?
Of course, Kronos says, I have the diabetes now.
And what's the fruit that has the red berries in the middle?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate. Thank you. I wouldn't have got that. I would have taken because I just don't eat them. But yeah, pomegranate. You're right. I'm not jealous, says Kronos. So no. Well, buddy, that's it for the photos. And we're just, just about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. So there you go. The food was a highlight. The resort was incredible. I enjoyed it. I highly recommend. So there's a brief tour. I've done another show on Cozumel before, and I think Rod Thunderheart joined me for that because he's been to Cozumel. but Nemesis, thank you for joining me for this tour of the Yucatan, and especially the resort section. And yeah, if you went back, um, you don't necessarily have to go scuba diving in the cenotes, because the cenotes, as you saw, I think at the start, were really close to Xel-Ha and to Playa del Carmen. But you don't have to go scuba diving. There were lots of people snorkeling just in the, like, they didn't go down under the caves, but you can snorkel around. Some of the openings are big, and some of them have like overhangs. So you're not like you're under like sort of an overhang, a rock cave overhang, but you're not in the cave. So it's not as intimidating. So you can work your way up to it. I highly recommend. The cenotes are freshwater. So it's refreshing, and they're not cold. In the tropical heat, they're refreshing, but certainly not cold. And you'd enjoy them, man. They're really nice. They're really good.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I definitely check them out now. Just that one at Chichen Itza freaks me out. I had a weird visceral feeling when I saw it as a child. Oh. I'm just like,
run away, says Max. Max,
run away.
DJ Play Nice says, fun show. Brought back some great memories for me. Thanks for hosting and sharing your travel tales and pics. Both of you dudes rock. Well, thank you for saying that, DJ Play Nice. And he says, thumbs up the show and reload when it ends and leave a comment. It takes a moment and it means a lot. Thank you, DJ Play Nice. And it does. The more interaction that YouTube sees with the chat and my streams, the more they'll promote the show, and maybe they'll pop this stream in front of some eyes that are new and haven't seen this before. And I think a lot of people enjoy traveling. I do talk politics around my bonfires, but every Thursday night we try and leave the politics behind and we talk travel. And I think tonight was a very positive show and a very fun show. We did have quite a few. We had more pictures of food, I think, than the beach. But I've done a lot of beach streams in the past, so I don't want a reputation.
Yeah, but food is like beaches. Yeah, they change, but food is so finite. Like you gotta get pictures of it, otherwise you're not gonna remember it, unless it's a really terrible meal, in which case you always remember it.
That's true too. That's it. Yeah, I wish I had. Yeah, I don't know. I did have squid ink pasta in Tokyo, and my teeth were black. The plate was black. Everything was black. My friend had it too. It was great. And I don't think I got any photos of that. I'll have to see. One day, before long, I'm going to do a whole travel stream, food from around the world. And it's going to be a trivia show. I'm going to show a picture of food, and I'm going to ask the chat, what do they think it is and what part of the world it might be from? And I'll get, I don't know, like 100 pictures of food, some crazy and some not crazy, from all over the world. And we'll have a little stream and see if people can guess. I think that might be interesting.
Yeah, dude, I think that'd be a fantastic idea.
Yeah. But I do want to thank you for co-hosting this with me, Nemesis of Eden. What can you see yourself going to Mexico in the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, if I had the money and a passport, I'd love to go. I wanted to travel.
Ooh.
And never got the chance to do it because I did the reverse. I was like, I'm going to get my journeyman certificate and then I'm going to go travel when I have some money. And well, that didn't pan out. So,
well, not yet, but there's still. You're younger than me, and I'm definitely going back to Mexico. Definitely, I'll be going back to. I don't know when. I probably should go find a job. So I'm coming to Calgary to your area. Probably in the next month, and I'm going to start looking for a job and a place to live, man, because I want to be in on the ground level with what's happening. I don't want to become one of these Johnny come lately guys, because after the vote takes place,
yeah,
the walls should go right up right quick. You know what I mean?
Yep. No, anyway. I understand. I do.
Ooka chuga, ooka chuga, ooka chuga, ooka chuga, hooked on a feeling. I can't sing, but yeah. Thanks, Jason Love.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. I won't keep you any longer. I want to say a special, excellent thank you to DJ Play Nice, and he is putting the crises lines. If anyone who's anyone who's contemplating suicide or anyone that is in need, you can get a hold of some professional help at these numbers. And like DJ Play Nice says, if you just want to text, you can do that as well. Just send a text, send the word text, or send the word text, send the word talk to 741741. There you go. Thanks, DJ Play Nice. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for being here. Kronos, you were here, especially towards the end, man. Thank you very much. Sashi, Miskatonic Madman, Jason Love, everyone who's been here. Thank you so much. Max Redstone, you as well. Just everyone who's in here. Tony Stark. Hopefully next week, Tony, you will be able to co-host with me. But in the meantime, I want to thank no, they're not fish. You're right, Kronos. Dolphins are not fish. Thanks, Jason Love. Nemesis, thank you for co-hosting this week. And any last words on Mexico before I sign off?
No, not really. Just thank you for having me as a co-host. This has been a lovely experience. I really enjoyed it. And thanks to everyone who's been in the chat and hanging out. And to anyone who watches this on the rewatch, you all rock. Stay, and you're all amazing, you beautiful beings.
All right. Thanks so much. Oh, Old Man Bird, definitely shout out to you. All right. Good night, everyone. And we'll end the stream.